Neil deGrasse Tyson is like the big boss to all the space geeks, someone all physics nerds look up to and idolize. Like the Harvey Specter of the space show, Neil deGrasse Tyson often dons his astrophysicist hat and makes fascinating arguments about space. He's a space guru, part scientist, part cosmic comedian. He's been dropping truth bombs that resonate through the galaxies like a universal mic drop. His geeky stand-ups got a wild mix of truth and sass. And most of all, it was directed towards NASA. In Tyson's intergalactic comedy special, he points at NASA, the rock star of space adventures, and says, "Houston, we've got a problem. It's not your typical comedy sketch. It's more of a Galaxy's Got Talent critique." He has some serious consideration suggesting that NASA might do a celestial cha-cha on a slippery slope. It's like Tyson watched NASA's space dance and thought, is this a moonwalk or is it a cosmic conundrum? He's the judge, not holding back, giving NASA a scoreboard that says, needs improvement. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for humanity, has started to irk the likes of Mr. Tyson. So let's dig up every remark Neil deGrasse Tyson has made on NASA's performance lately and analyze if this is just a critique or if Mr. Tyson has been binging Mean Girls a lot. Neil deGrasse Tyson, a renowned astrophysicist and science communicator, has been a staunch advocate for space exploration. In Tyson's universe, NASA is a character in an epic science fiction story rather than merely a space organization. As the narrator begins, NASA faced challenges in a galaxy far, far away. In recent discussions, however, he has voiced concerns that echo through the cosmos, a sad prediction that NASA, the very institution at the forefront of space exploration, may be facing a dangerous trajectory. Tyson's primary grievance with NASA appears to be related to their funding. He has frequently noted how NASA's financial constraints would be a nightmare for future innovation and research in the correct direction in space exploration. NASA's budget for 2021 was $25.2 billion, or barely 0.48% of the whole government budget. Even while this amount is significant, it is a long cry from the turbulent times of the Apollo program, when NASA was given almost 4% of the government budget. Tyson contends that NASA's grand ambitions for lunar exploration, Mars missions, and beyond could stay bound to Earth without a more substantial funding commitment. NASA's Artemis program, which aims to put people back on the moon, is evidence of our aspirations towards space travel, but Tyson emphasizes the necessity of ongoing financial support. Although a vocal advocate of Mars exploration, he argues that funding for our mission to the Red Planet should be comparable to the Apollo programs. Our ability to make space travel depends on our ability to manage our finances while we explore Mars. According to Tyson, NASA has to rethink how it approaches space exploration. Tyson claims that a sizable amount of NASA's funding is earmarked for programs that are not scientifically sound and are commonly referred to as pork projects. He highlights that the human space program is less successful than unmanned missions, providing less scientific return at a comparatively far greater cost. According to a 2018 NASA Inspector General study, Tyson notes that the costs associated with human spaceflight are higher than those of robotic missions. Additionally, he makes the case that political goals have always taken precedence over scientific purposes in NASA's manned space program, as demonstrated by President Kennedy's moon landing address. In less than a century, scientific innovation went from witnessing the surge of Sputnik 1 in outer space to a passionate space satellite race for the internet across the globe. Satellites revolutionized communication, information, and our understanding of the Earth entirely. From spying on our arch-enemies to stalking our crushes, none of us can ignore their importance, and that is something Tyson emphasizes. The orbital infrastructure required to maintain satellites around the Earth has been the responsibility of NASA for ages, but they are shunning the work and slacking off. But what they don't seem to realize is the space debris that is monstrously accumulated around our planet. As this space trash keeps multiplying for years without a break, the threat of catastrophic collisions will bear, making it riskier to release satellites and rockets into space if the danger of a crash looms over. According to a theory by NASA scientist Donald J. Kessler, there might be a chain reaction of collisions that render some orbits useless, known as the Kessler syndrome. Tyson's concern aligns with the need to protect our space routes, like in the Guardians of the Galaxy, but without the "I am Groot." Tyson thinks NASA should be like I am responsible. Our space journey is fueled by technological innovation, but NASA faces hurdles due to technology's fast evolution. As Tyson points out, the worldwide agreement for lunar exploration, known as the Artemis Accords, illustrates how cooperative space projects are. National differences in technology, however, provide diplomatic difficulties. The Russia-USA Cold War had inflicted enough injury on the space war, but keeping China out, when it was at the brink of launching its space station, India has already made it to the dark end of the moon, and SpaceX and Blue Origin have already revolutionized the entire space travel, shifting from bicycles to Teslas. Seems petty for NASA to keep grievances and bigotries, still to keep nations away from space. The paranoia about security hinders free and fair research. Tyson contends that fostering international collaboration while addressing technological disparities is imperative for the longevity of our cosmic pursuits. NASA's Parker Solar Probe, a marvel of human engineering, boldly embarks on a historic journey, drawing closer to the sun than any previous mission. The spacecraft takes priceless pictures and data as it travels through the sun's outer atmosphere, known as the corona, providing a front-row ticket to the celestial show that supports life on Earth. Tyson's worries are shared by many scientists and academics supporting the continuance of these audacious missions. Equipped with advanced technology, the Parker Solar Probe delves into the complexities of solar dynamics, revealing the mysterious mechanisms that dictate the sun's actions. Previously unknown phenomena like solar flares, magnetic fields, and solar wind reveal themselves to the scientific equipment aboard the probe. Research on the sun is essential for reasons beyond our insatiable curiosity. It becomes necessary to grasp its subtleties to understand the larger cosmic symphony. The scientific community agrees with Tyson's appeal, highlighting the necessity of ongoing investigation and examination of the sun's activities, which seems not to scratch any heads within NASA itself, as criticized excessively by Tyson himself. As an avid fan of Star Wars and E.T., as we presume, Tyson's thirst for exploration reaches exoplanets, far-off worlds circling stars other than our sun, which lie outside our solar system. Thanks to NASA's Kepler and TESS missions, which have broadened the exoplanetary frontier, thousands of these extraterrestrial worlds have been found. In Tyson's perspective, the next phase of cosmic research will begin after the human investigation of exoplanets, but he issues a warning. These goals require constant dedication and a laser-like concentration on technical progress. Neil deGrasse Tyson effortlessly critiques the functioning of NASA and where it needs to swell a bit, not just be an epic failure. The world has always had great hopes for NASA, ever since they told us that the moon landing was real and man could sit in a spaceship and go on a space expedition with his buds. Neil deGrasse Tyson considers NASA's future. His worries reverberate through the NASA hallways and with every person on Earth who looks up at the night sky and muses over our place in the universe. Tyson's observations make us consider our shared accountability for our cosmic journey as we approach the dawn of a new era in space exploration. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more mind-bending space tales. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up and let us know what you think of Neil deGrasse Tyson's views in the comments below. Until next time, see you!